Hey everybody, it's Tarina. How are you? So I am going to show you guys today how to make your own ribbon bundle or tassel. People call it different things, but I'm going to show you. It's very popular. It's trending right now. You hang these little, oh gosh, I have reverb on. I'm so sorry. I'm going to show you how to create your own ribbon bundle. So this is quite popular right now. There's stores in different states. I went to Utah, and this was very popular at a store. I went in, and what you do is you hang these on a wreath on your door. You change it out for the different holidays. This isn't really a particular holiday. This just matched like things that I liked, the coloring, the different colors in my family room, and so I actually really love this. Hold on for just a second. Let me put these guys in. See if that helps. Sorry. So this I got, and it's so cute. I bought one for my room. I bought one for put my earphones in. Sorry. I bought one for my room. I bought one for my living room. I bought one for my family room. I just think that they just add a little pop of color on some of my wreaths. And so I thought about this and I figured, you know what? We could actually create one of these. So we're going to actually take some like ribbon that I already had. And then we're also going to create some ribbon out of fabric. And like this ribbon right here is fabric and it has frayed sides and it's beautiful. But these can tend to be, I don't know if you guys have ever bought a bunch of ribbon, but ribbon tends to be a little bit expensive. And so I'm going to show you a way of making your own, because, we're all crafter DIYers. We can make our own, right? A friend of mine posted the other day this thing that says, I never have I ever said, and of course I said all of the things because it was Crafter's Edition. Anyway, so the red's kind of popping out. Normally it doesn't do that, but this is just really pretty. This is real popular, like I said, to put on wreaths, on door wreaths. It's real popular right now with like the coffee filter wreaths. So, so cute. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and I want to show you kind of what we're going to be doing. I bought some fabric at the store. I actually did buy this. Normally I try to use what I have, but I did have this. This is muslin. I used this on, the ghosts that I made yesterday. And I have a bunch of tea towels that are muslin. And so I want this length because I'm like thinking I don't need it super long. So even if we did like half that length, I'm trying to think, this is probably 24 inches long. Then I bought some fat quarters. I don't even know how, I think a fat quarter is like a yard. I'm not a sewer. I'm a crafter. I'm not a sewer. But I found 2 fat quarters just in solid cotton, an orange, and then like this purpley color. We're going to actually print on all 3 of these pieces of fabric. And I'm going to do, this is Regal in ink. I'm going to do that Regal. So tone on tone on the purple. And then I'm going to try a couple of different things. I'm going to do a tone on tone with the orange and the brand new orange peel. But then I think I'm also going to try white just to see what I like better and use whichever one I like the best. And then I'm going to do a black ink on the white fabric. We're going to go from there. I did grab out 3 of our Halloween pattern transfers. So this is our, what is this one called? Feline Fine pattern. I'm going to put this on the white fabric in black. I wanted to do this one on the purple. This is called oh no, this is not, that's not the name of it. What is that? Oh, Skull Damask pattern. The back tag was not matching. I must have put it in the wrong packaging. So this is called Skull Damask. And then I wanted to do this one on the orange. Again, because it has like the little punkies on it. I love it. This is called Halloween Damask pattern. So just Halloween Damask. Okay, so let's kind of go to that point. Let's start with the white. I do have my my heat press that's warming up. I use it at 350. I use a Cricut Easy Press, and I use that at 350. And so we'll kind of talk more about that. I'm not going to do the whole entire piece of fabric because I only need you saw those ribbons were like 3 or 4 inches wide. So I'm not going to take and do the whole entire fabric because that would be a waste. So let me flip this around real quick so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. And again, if you want to get this, the supply list that I'm using, just put ribbon in the comments. Ribbon. I think that's what I said earlier. Ribbon in the comments. And I will send you my supply list. All right. I'm using an ink mat because this will make sure to keep my my fabric nice and flat and tight. Now this one has an edge, and I'm gonna, if you guys watched the little ghost that I made yesterday, you remember I try to cut those off because I like the look of the frayed, not afraid, but the frayed edge, the frayed edges. And we are using ink. Yesterday I just used chalk paste. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and chew gum at the same time here. Making sure that I get this nice and flat. It works so much better when it's flat. I have a lot of fabric, so I mean this will make several. And honestly, if you want, if this turns out and you love how this looks, you could definitely create some of your own other ones. I think it would be really pretty. So we're going to have to repeat the pattern a couple times. I almost want to do like half and half, if that makes any sense. So go halfway up the fabric like this, and then flip it around and do halfway with the fabric the other way. And I also might have to wash this in between. I'm not quite sure yet. Because again, we are working with ink. I don't want to mess up anything. So it's almost 30 inches. That's about 29 inches. And this is 17 inches. 10, 15 inches. Go up 15 inches. So even if I came up like that. Sorry, this is the creative process, you guys. I want the cats to be upright so that when I tear it, and because we fold it and connect it in the middle, I want the cats the right way. Okay, so okay, again, creative process. The thing I like about creative process is it goes. It's relevant. It's based on how you feel and what works, and it can change at a moment's notice based on the new information. Okay. Make sure. Looks about right. Yeah, it's about 15 and a half. That looks about right. Flip that so you guys can see. And again, the cats are going to be upside down for you guys. Let me put that. So wait. Grab some squeegees. And then I don't want to go, I want to go about 9 inches over. So to this line right there is where I want to go. So right there is where I want to go. I'll measure it one more time, just in case. Right there. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Always check your fingers, you guys, because I'm telling you, I will get this black everywhere. All right. And with ink, I like to go in one direction. Sometimes. Because I'm going to try to be really careful. Now, am I going to use 9 inches? Probably not. So I probably don't even have to go all the way over. But I'd like to get at least like 2 ribbon sets, maybe. Maybe make one for my sister. And I'm just covering that. So all the screens going all the way down. I feel like I'm doing this backwards because I am. And I do try to go in one direction just because I don't want it to go underneath the emulsion. The emulsion's like the green part, the teal part. I need to go get another ink. Okay, all that goes. Any excess goes right back in the container. So I'm going to pull this up and reveal. That's really cool. That is really cool. I'm probably going to wash this real quick. Give me just a second. So I'm going to let this dry for just a second. We'll come back to this, but we're going to make sure you check your hands before you touch anything, because that would be me. I inevitably touch everything and have black on my hands. Kind of crazy. So just check everywhere. I'm going to, first of all, make sure that my heat gun is plugged in. And then I'm going to pull this fabric off of the backer sheet. Or sorry, the ink mat. And we're going to preliminarily dry this with the heat gun. I want to protect the background paper, so I'm going to put, I have like this little mat that goes with my heat press. It's almost like a ironing board, little tiny baby ironing board. parchment paper. The other parchment paper that I used. I ran out of it though. I need to go get some of that. All right. So I'm going to use my heat press for 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Although it's been sitting on there for a little bit now. Okay, let's try that again. Gave me an error before. I think that should be good. All right, and then that's already set. That's good. I'm gonna move this, set this other, and I know this kind of takes a long time to set this. I mean, when you have to like flip the thing around, but I think this is gonna be, this will look really cool, and the pattern won't be upside down. I mean, if you wanted to do it quick, I could have totally done that and had the pattern upside down on half of it. But I am taking a little bit of time. And then if you set this part and then do the other part, you don't have to worry about like touching wet ink. If you were going to set this with an iron, just put it on cotton setting and do 4 minutes on each side. Look at that. It's already dry. It's hot, so be careful, but it's already set. That ink is already set. Okay. So let me bring over the transfer. I'm going to dry it off. And I just used my heat tool, but I put it on cool. We have a cool setting on the heat tool. Let me go grab that other ink. All right. So let's move this really fast. Grab our ink mat again. And we're going to lay our fabric down. Just like we did before. So those are facing that way. These are going to face this way. Shoot. All right. Okay, we're going to grab out the black ink again. And we're just going to repeat what we did before. Start from this side and work my way up. And then just cover all of the screened areas with the ink. And then drag that ink down. The nice thing about ink is it doesn't dry as quickly as the chalk base. You're not rushing as much. And I'm just going to overlap, fill in these little areas right here. Where everything kind of meets in the middle. And then squeegee off any excess, and just like the paste, it goes right back in the container. Just like that. Set this aside. And then I'm going to pull this up. That's really cool. I do try to rinse off ink as quick as I can, just because I don't want it to stain or get stuck in those screens. All right, so let's pull this off. Grab the ink mat. Okay. Oh, that's the dry side. Like, which side's the wet side? This side. And if you don't see that little red light up in the corner, just make sure that you comment #replay. If you're here, say hello. The heat tool just sets that preliminarily. Okay. This. It's kind of fun. It's like you're making your own fabric, like your own patterned fabric. And if you want to get the supply list and everything I used in this project, just comment ribbon in the comments and I'll send you that info. You can see it's still kind of like wet right there. Move this up. And if you're using an iron, I know I said this earlier, but cotton setting, just depending on the fabric, you don't want to melt your fabric, but just check your fabric, the cotton setting for about 4 minutes each side. All right, that is cool. So when you fold this in half, the cats are upside right, the cats are upside right. Look at that. It's so cool. All right, let me cut down this fabric just a little bit. Just to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to do here. We're going to cut this seam off the side. And by cutting, I mean we're going to tear it to give it that frayed edge. So we're going to go close to the cats. And I saved these because you can use these for other things. Do the same thing over here, right down this other line. And I can set this other fabric aside and we can make something else with it. And then we measure how wide. I think we said it was 9 inches wide. Yeah, almost 9 inches wide. We could probably just cut down, like slice down each of these, and that could be four ribbons essentially. It's pretty cool. Okay. Again, you can actually maybe add 2 to each ribbon set. That would be cool. And I'm just making a little tiny slice in the fabric, and then I'm just tearing. Or if you're feeling frisky, you can always use 4 sets in the ribbon stack. I don't know. We're just going to set these aside and kind of play it by ear. That's awesome. Okay. All right. On to the next. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to do the orange fabric. And that's going to be the Halloween damask that has the pumpkins on it. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do orange on orange or white on the orange. So we're just going to test it out. Just pulling it tight, smoothing it down. All right. I know we've got the same thing where you've got the pumpkins, but I don't know that we necessarily, I don't know. We could probably do the same thing. Okay. Maybe we will. But maybe we won't. And then just continue that pattern. Let's just do that for time purposes. Because we are going to have to continue that pattern. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is half of this I'm going to do in orange and half I'm going to do in white. So like 5.5, like right there. We can even do a little bit of ombre. Let's start with white. Maybe this is kind of thick. Let me go see if I have another white. This is old. when your paste gets old, it tends to get. Oh, I have an open brand new one. I'm like, why is that really thick? Because I have a new one sitting right here. A newer one, anyway. Yeah, both of these are kind of like thicker. I've had them for a while. So when your ink gets older and you've used it a lot, it gets exposed to the air, it tends to get thick. And unlike the paste where you can add water, that doesn't really help. So it's probably just time for me. It's not that I don't use the paste a lot. I just don't use it as much as I use the paste. Or I don't use the ink as much as I use the paste. Words are hard, you guys, today. I don't know what is wrong with me. Okay. I don't get any bubbles in that. It'll just give it character, right? All right. I know this is brand new. This is a brand new color. So this is a tone on tone. Got a little ombre in there. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. It's telling me you're not using me fast enough. Give one more swipe right here on the edge. Okay. And then I'm going to squeegee off any excess right in the middle. You can't put that back in the container though. I'm going to wash this off. Check my hands. I've got ink everywhere. Let's see how this looks. Actually, I like both of them for different reasons. I don't know if you can see that tone on tone, but that's kind of cool. And then I like the ombre, and then I like the white. So let's let me rinse this real fast, and maybe you see. All right. Let's set this aside while we set that real quick. There's a few more steps to when you ink stuff, but I think it's still worth it. Oh, that went right through that. Here, rinse that off. I'll use it. Yeah, with using ink, it is a little bit more time intensive. It's not hard. And if you don't have parchment paper, or if you have a silicone pad, you could use that instead of a parchment paper. But like I said earlier, it is really cool that you can create your own fabric. And you don't have to have the easy press if you don't want. You can, if you have a heat press, the big heat presses, you can use one of those, or you can use an iron. That's fine too. Needed to rinse off the mat because that orange is quite thin. Like it's just every color has a consistency. I don't know why, but it does. Some are thicker than others, and some are thinner than others, and that's fine. I think it's the amount of pigment that is in the color that, oh gosh, I'm telling you, I am a wreck. Step that right into some white here. Or white. Oh. Let me use this one. That does look really cool. The pattern on that looks really cool. I don't know if you can see that. I like the tone on tone, but I also like that white on it. So I'm sure we can use both sides. Let me grab, first of all, let me get rid of the white. Gotta get it out of the way so I don't get my hand in it again. I want to get my mat and dry off the transfer real quick. grab the sticky mat back. I'm going to put the fabric back down. We just have a little bit left of this fabric to do. And then we're going to line the fabric pattern up. That's what I like about our patterns is they are repeated patterns, so you can line them up. And just continue. Okay, let me grab, let's do the orange. Go all the way up to the top. Just cover those screens. All right. Grab one of the whites. Because, like I said, I had it all over. I'm going to throw these guys out. When they get to be older, and like I said, I don't ink as much as I use the paste. But when they start to get older, they get thicker, and you really can't put water in them. I'm sure you could, but it's just not going to do anything. Okay. That's great. All right. Just going to set this aside and I'll wash this off in a bit. Almost done, you guys. Almost done. So I'm curious if you guys would use these tassels or ribbon bundles on your wreaths. Do you think you would do that? Maybe I should wait and ask until you see the outcome. I actually, as it dries, it like gets a little darker. I actually like this a lot. I like the tone on tone, but I think I'll use like a piece from each. All right. And again, I don't think you can tell, but that looks so cool. All right, let me grab the scissors. I'm gonna just tear right down this side. And then I'm gonna put this. We can use this again. Ink. Okay, do the same thing down this line, down the side. That didn't tear quite as good as I wanted it to. That's better. All right, so I could probably do like a good wide one right there. That's kind of cool. And then even like accentuate the fraying on the sides. That's fun. You kind of get the two-tone too because you got the solid orange on the back. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. And then we've got tone on tone. So that's cool. That is really cool. All right, set those aside. Let me grab. Yeah, that's what I needed. Sorry. Let me grab the one that's dry or washed. Put the backer sheet back on it. Sometimes, here's a lesson for you, sometimes they get stuck together, like the big ones. If they're wet, they will come apart really easy. If they stick and they're not wet, just put it under the sink, get it wet, and then slowly pull it apart. You never want to stretch it. Because that lessens the life of your transfer. But like you just saw me, I didn't stress out about it. I knew it was wet, so I would be able to pull that apart. All right, so put that aside. And then let's do that purple fabric, shall we? Let me rinse this off real quick. this off. Okay, let's get our purple fabric. And no funny business on this one. We're just going to do purple. Nothing fancy. Just a tone on tone. Okay, let me get the And you could really, I mean, like I said before, you guys could really just use whatever pattern you have. You can use whatever color you want. I'm just going to use this like that. Get off all of that fun ink right there. I love brand new ink and brand new paste. Always goes on so nice and smooth. I like the fact that, you know, you can use these ribbon bundles for the holidays and change out. Like if you had one like neutral type wreath, you could just change out your ribbon bundle or your ribbon tassel or whatever you call it. Because this isn't like your traditional tassel, right? This is just a little different, but they call them like ribbon bundle tassels or something like that. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks really cool. I hope you guys can see that. That does look really cool. Let me wash this off. side to dry for a few minutes. I hope you guys can see that pattern. It looks so neat. Might be getting another piece of parchment out. The other one's looking a little rough. And this really could be for anything, you guys. If you're a quilter, you could totally like quilt with fabric you made, your own pattern paper, or your pattern fabric that you make. You can create your own quilt blocks. So much. I mean, I am not a quilter, but I have seen people who have quilted using our patterns and making their own quilt blocks and squares. So cool. Can you guys see that okay? I mean, that tone on tone is really neat. Okay. Let's dry off this paper transfer. Again, as long as it's wet. If it's not wet, go put it under the sink and gently pull apart. This is wet. I remember when we first started doing chalk, and there were no instructions. We just kind of had to do it however we saw to do it. And I remember folding a big transfer in half and not knowing what to do. And we just threw it away. And now I like look back and go, oh, that'd be so awesome to have that transfer back. All right, just line up that last little bit. Line up the little skulls. This way up because you can see that. Need a little bit of light. That looks pretty good. I'm trying to see where I left off. Looks like right there. All right, guys, almost done. And then we can just assemble it all. There we go. All right, look at that. Beautiful. That is so, so cool. It's hot. So I'm just going to cut on this side. And put this aside and use it later. Again on this side. Trying to think. Maybe I want it 1, 2, 3. I just like tearing fabric. I think that's my new favorite thing. Oops, sorry. I think I'll use those two right there. Okay, guys. So let me pull what we did so far. Made our own fabric. I think that's pretty clever. So what I plan on doing, let me switch this around. So kind of emulating what I've got here. So I've got all these like big pieces of ribbon first. And what they did is they just had like a little hook and they just kind of like laid it out. Laid it out. Same thing. And they didn't have to all be the same. They could be different lengths, which I thought was cool too. Can you guys see that? How fun. Okay, so I have other things. I bought some other ribbons. Because I can never go to a store without buying some ribbon. I liked this. And then I also grabbed some that I already had. Because you guys know I have a ton of ribbon. I don't know that I want the kind that has the wire edged in them. I don't know if I want that. Maybe this one, because it has a pattern and it'll bring that green into it. Of all of them, I think I like this one. And then I grabbed other, so I'm just kind of laying, like I said, I'm just kind of layering. Maybe I'll stick that one underneath. kind of clever. I don't know. What do you guys think? It is pretty clever. Then I have this stuff. I thought this would be a fun textured. Okay, where's there? Like, I know there's an end. This one's a little thinner, but I like it. Then I like this lime. You just kind of stack ribbons and make it as full as you want. I think there was 14 ribbons is what we had. I think I counted 14 on the other ones. We are going to double up a couple of these. Make that real full. I have a couple more. And then when we, like, you could buy like a custom one where you pick your own ribbon off the shelf, and then they just tell you, oh, get one more or whatever, and or you could buy one already made. And I did that too. Oh my gosh, it's not going through. Come on. Okay, I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I like this purple. Because it's sheer, I like it. It's a little different than the pattern purple that we just made. And then I think like this. I just think it's cool. Oops. And then I found this sparkly orange. I kind of have a lot of orange in here, but I don't care. Well, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a weird feeling. Okay, so let's see. How do I feel about that? I feel pretty good about that. I don't think I want that orange on the top, though. And when we were at the place, they even said, you know, we could double up if you want, add other ribbons. I really think I like that. So fun, you guys, so fun. Okay, so I'm going to take a black twist tie or chenille stick. Whatever you call this. I'm going to kind of hide it in the back. Pipe cleaner. And they have these little like fun clips that they put on them. And then what she did is she put the clip on it, and I'll find a clip, and hooked it to the thing, and then started like arranging the ribbons to kind of come forward. Which I appreciated. And then what she did is she asked what kind of like ends I wanted. Just did a diagonal, or did I want dovetails or whatever. And on that one I picked dovetails. I think I want to do the same thing here. So you fold your fabric or ribbon in half and just cut a diagonal. Just like that. That's a dovetail. So it just kind of finishes it off. I think it's fun. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I have to think about it every time I cut. And then I'm going to come in here and kind of like this. I can't, you know, some of these I really can't dovetail just because of the kind of ribbon and how thin they are. But we can cut it at an angle. Just trim them up a little bit. Just to kind of make them even. Not really even, but just a little more uniform, I guess. And finish these guys up. Oop. I was right the first time. Isn't that cool? And I'll put this on a wreath and show you guys how awesome this is going to look. Take the other one of those. I don't remember doing the other one. There it is. I did not. And see, they lay so nice, different layers. I think there's a couple more. No, maybe just one. And then trim these guys up just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay. What do you think? It's pretty clever, huh? That's so fun. And you know, when you put this on your wreath, you just kind of arrange it how you want it. But this is what they call a ribbon bundle tassel. And it's real popular right now. It's kind of all the rage. I do have, so this is another thing that people do, is they will actually take a larger bow, and then extend the ribbon tassels from the upper bow. I made this bow as a tutorial, and it's all Halloween colors, and I think even that at the top looks really cool. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, I know it's long, but we made our own fabric. And again, I got the inspiration from here. This is a little longer, but I love the playfulness of this. And yes, it took us a little bit of time to create our own fabric, but I mean, that's so cool. We can say we made our own fabric, and you know, I bought this at the store and I made this. That's pretty cool. All right. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know in the comments. Give me some hearts. And if you want to try this, let me know. If you want the supply list, just put ribbon in the comments below and I will get you all the details. All right, guys, have a great day. This has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.